So I wanted to come back and talk about journaling. Journaling for me, I either have like a scrapbooking journal or no, I'll have like a commonplace, which is like a notebook full of like journal entries. I've never really successfully done a full year journal of like memory keeping in terms of like pictures and feelings journal. I grabbed a bunch that were like 2019 and on. This one, I remember getting it thinking I wanted it to be a journal, and then it turned into a planner. It took on a life of its own. I just started doing memory keeping like this, and it never turned into a journal. I started using, I took some of the weeklies out of here because I was just, so I used almost half of the book. I went into like, there were days where I would just journal on the page. Just kind of start off, you know, that's kind of like how I like to do stuff. I'll journal on my page. So then I use half this book for like soap study, which now is giving me all the feels. So this is a cousin where I could say in 2019 where I used almost all of it. Then I started going into more of like my commonplace book, and this is like one of the big ones where I figured out my system a lot. I think I figured out my system in February of 2019, but I was still doing journaling on pages like this. And this is a B6, and then I would do it every day. Like I would put pictures. Now this is the type of memory keeping I kind of like to do when I do pictures and then like how our day went. But that's kind of like what my dailies have turned into. So I can't help but go away from things like that. I put pictures in, I do. This is one of the most active journals I ever did because I was doing it every single month. And then I was throwing in bullet journals. I was throwing in like pictures. I was throwing in lists. I was throwing in things like that. So that's when I came to the realization that I truly, truly love commonplace books where I could just throw data in there or throw info in there, dump it in, and not have a care in the world. So I knew there's a bunch of journaling areas here. I knew that it just worked. So I also did stuff from the back where I was journaling and doing things like that. Soap study. So I have a whole thing left here. It's just going to be a wash. I'm never going to like go back into this, but it did work really, really well for me. And that was like 2019. So then I was like, I'm going to buy this book, hardcover book, and it's on Amazon, and it's Tomoe River paper, I want to say. And it's from this brand. So I was like, I'm going to set this up, and this is going to be my journal, right? And I did. I started journaling from August 25th to, maybe I made it to November. I made it to November. And this is a really nice book. It's like Dot Grid, it's Tomoe River. So then I tabbed out and I was like, I'm gonna do this for 2021. No, nothing. 2021, I want to say, is the year I kind of put all my journaling together in my main system, and I would journal in my commonplace. Then 2022 came and I was like, I'm going to try dating again. I'm going to do a Mark's edit. And I did. I journaled the first probably half of the year. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I journaled to January 15th. This lasted 15 days. So this is another book I could totally repurpose. I could take this out right here. Mark said it's a really good book. I think it has like, you know, like from 6 to I don't know what, and it's a daily book. Then you get like this theme and list. And I think I bought this off someone on Facebook, and then it comes with like a little thing, and boom, this is like B6. So I could definitely use this for something, but I didn't. Then in came 2023, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go bigger. I got the Kenbor, and I'm like, mental health journaling, like, yes, that's what I need to do, right? So I always can set up a book really pretty in my mind. It's okay to, you know, boundaries and, you know, just mental health stuff. And with journaling, I kind of don't need any monthlies, right? So I started this January 5th, okay? And then I started putting like the what I felt at the top of the page and journaled about it that day. And that still just didn't work. So I have a whole book here too. Like, again, I could cut this down, repurpose this book. I could use this, you know, whatever. But if I cut it down, obviously I'm gonna jack up some of these. But I could use this for like a main book of mine. Because this is the January through June, I want to say, for this year. Kenbor, don't slip on Kenbor now. I think I'm going to buy Kenbor for next year too. But I have way too many books already. But I do like Kenbor because it is a monthly and a daily. And look at the dailies. And the paper feels great. It feels like the Mark's Edit paper. It's not Tomoe River paper. It's thicker. And this is the kind of paper I prefer anyway. You could use a lot of your gel pens on here. I don't even think I did a paper pen test, I don't think. But either way, this came with 2 books. And I want to say it was 20 bucks. But I've done that. Then I was like, I repurposed this B6 Slim Nanami. I cut stuff out. And I put cute little stuff on it, and I was like, I'm just going to start right here. You know, never started. And even though this is so cute, like, again, I could still use this for like my main book, main system. I've got books everywhere that I could use, and this is actually a really cute book. So obviously I was trying all the different sizes, and then I went to a small size. I initially bought the Avec A6 Techo for scripture writing. And then I never did it. Then I started using it for planning, and then I just never used this part. So I started going back and doing journaling. I was like trying to figure out my groove. Then it came into commonplace stuff again. So my journaling is this is the type of journaling I do. The ones where I put the pictures and like memory keep, and you know, like here, you know, we had a date night, you know, we just, you know, there was pictures here, woke up tired, drained. Why can't I have a better attitude? Went to Salada, you know, I weighed 155, my gosh. So, you know, we went to the waterfalls that day. So like that type of journaling I like, but then it comes into this. My dailies right now are like that with no pictures though. I still journal on my days. I will journal on my days. I will journal in my, well, I don't have any space in here, but normally I will do that. Now, next month in October, I decided like, okay, I'll journal, and I made space to journal in here, because this is essentially all my planning for the month. And then this is like my health, my journal, and then this comes into my commonplace. This is a 5-week book. So let me take this off. I don't need this. So I was like, okay, I'll just journal like that. But sometimes this is not enough. Like, this is just journaling, whatever. I still want like a whole year of record journaling where I could put pictures. That is like my deal. Like what I could do is use Pick Stitch, and like I take so many pictures on the daily of my family. Like it's crazy. I have like 7,000 pictures on my phone. Like I need to clean it. I have the highest gig on my app, my iPhone. So, and then I have cloud storage, like all that. So I don't know. I still am trying to figure that out for 2024. More than likely we'll just do my own thing, of course. My lineup, I think I put back here. It's very loose, but I'll have my main systems, my monthly book. My weekly large will be the to record the year. My daily large Moleskine, pretty planning. I thought for my commit to be my homeschool journal where I take pictures of her and our day. My weekly small Moleskine will be in my purse. My sneaker weeks I thought to do for like just 6 months. Then I thought my small daily Moleskine to be my feelings journal, which is one I was thinking to do. But I don't know. I don't know. It is frustrating for right now. I journal everywhere. I just journal everywhere. I journal on my pages. I journal on this separate book. Whatever I feel, I'll journal sometimes on my morning page, like wherever I want to. My daily, I will just put down, you know, even if I'm like over here, if I feel like I want to add some journaling to this, I will. But again, it's not to my liking. It's not a cohesive, dedicated spot to catch the journaling all in one. And honestly, I really admire the people that could like totally journal all in 1 year, and like a cousin or like a dated planner. Like that's commitment. That's why I thought just to go small, because then if I fill up a journal like this, I could feel, you know, satisfied. But then I'm like, I don't know, when I'm writing in something like this, I just feel like it's so small. Like I'm feeling absolute shit today, judging from my notes on the page from my main. I want this to morph into something. I just don't know what. So we shall just write. So rough. The sickness came so fast and furious. I need to call a doctor. Like sick all day. That's been the theme. Sick. So I'm like, am I just gonna write sick again and again? So then, you know, I'm just like, so Sunday I didn't do nothing. Monday I didn't do nothing. But I could easily, like, there's so many ways to cover this page. Like I can print out pictures and just throw them on here because it's so small. So I'm still gonna continue in my A6 for journaling. I really am. But I thought to show you kind of how it evolved over the years. There's a lot of these books that I could still continue to use. The purpose of this video was to just kind of show it and talk about it and chat it out, process it out. I still don't know what I want to do, and that's okay. Like I don't have to have all these answers. I could just do what I want. Every year I did what I want, and I'm going to continue to do what I want. But I just thought it would be nice to kind of show the different sizes, the different styles, the different things that I like to do. So I'm going to continue to go in here and just kind of like, I'm going to put a picture for Sunday and Monday, and then just continue here because today's Tuesday. And this is I'm redating this, as you can see. And that's how I'm going to do next year. I got an Avec as well. I got the same thing. So January through June, July through December, and just totally redating it. I don't use the monthlies. I still haven't figured out what I could use the monthlies in a journal capacity. I thought maybe the sticker a day for my mood, but I don't have that many stickers for that. So anyhow, this video is not for you to gain inspiration. This video is basically for you to like process out how you like to journal. And, you know, there's no right or wrong way. I do believe that you should journal because, you know, everybody can't be everything to you. You might have a best friend, you might have a spouse, you might have a person you talk to and confide into, but the paper will never judge you. The paper will always be there for you. The paper will just be ready for you to do whatever it is you want to say on it, or express yourself. And that's what I feel everybody should do because it's very therapeutic. God bless you guys.